Action potential is a rapid change in membrane potential that occurs in a nerve cell membrane, and it's usually it is when the membrane it goes from a negative value to a more positive value. It's probably not positive, but it gets closer to a positive number. So that's action potential. Threshold potential is actually what happens. It kind of initiates the action potential, so it's only about 5 to 15 millivolts more positive than the resting membrane potential. So what happens is voltage-gated sodium channels will open, and they will cause an influx into sodium into the cell. So when that happens, depolarization occurs, which will begin the process of initiating the action potential. So threshold potential is just the level to which the sodium or the voltage-gated sodium ion channels can open. Generator potential is a graded depolarization that happens in the terminal of the sensory neuron, and it is capable of producing an action potential once it summates to a certain level of voltage. So this is the only one that it's graded, the generator potential. Action potential is all or none. It's not graded, so is threshold potential, but generator potential is, however, graded. So what initiates an action potential? Action potentials will travel down into a synaptic end bulb, and then calcium from outside of the cell travels inside of the cell through calcium channels, and they bind to synaptic vesicles. Those synaptic vesicles will then bind to the membrane of the synaptic end bulb and release some neurotransmitters into the synaptic cleft. Those neurotransmitters then bind to receptors on the other neuron, and those neurotransmitters that were released there will allow the sodium channels to open in the next neuron, which will cause an influx of sodium into that cell, which will increase the membrane potential and start an action potential.